I haven't played Minecraft in 4 years. That's 1461 days, and a lot of Minecraft updates. The goal of this series is to survive as much as possible, relearn the game, beat all the bosses, collect all the most precious items, and kinda have fun along the way, I guess. Enjoy. Free the world, punch some trees, get some food, blah blah blah. Then we go into a cave. Now that we skipped all the boring parts of every Minecraft video ever, it's time to head straight into the mines. So, survival tip number 1, don't mine naked. Yeah, you're welcome. I was very impressed by the beauty of the new cave system they introduced, but I was equally impressed by the sheer number of mobs waiting to ruin my day. You probably think I'm overreacting, but trust me, when you know just how much you don't know, Minecraft becomes a very scary place, real quick. I'm only armed with nothing but blind optimism. But blind optimism doesn't kill creepers and spiders. But you know what kills creepers and spiders? Also zombies? Kill, which I severely lack. But great news, we are in a cave, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of practice. I totally didn't get jump scared by that fourth zombie. I really handled it like a man and didn't involve any spasms in my wrist. None of that. But anyway, we're making progress. Slowly but surely we're climbing the stairs of evolution, and we're heading straight into the Iron Age. The obvious next step is just to build a shield. Too bad I spent like 5 minutes trying to craft that, and now there's a goddamn user manual for every crafting recipe. Keys these days definitely have it too good. Continuing my journey and I got jump scared again. Had an exceptionally bad time fighting these two zombies for some reason. This could have ended terribly wrong according to my wrist spasmometer, but somehow I collected myself and came up as a winner. Next time, zombies. Next time. Also, if you wonder, that shield in my hand only has decoration purposes. It doesn't really serve as an actual shield, cause why use it in that fight with zombies? Never use it once. After all this mining, I managed to get a few pieces of iron that could craft me a little bit of protection, slap those fresh pieces on myself. For some reason I decided to turn this cave into my Airbnb for the night. Felt like it was the ideal spot to catch some Z's. Dark, wet cave next to the furnaces that smoke melting iron, peak survival instincts. After crashing in my 5-star cave for the night, I woke up and decided to go for more. And guess what we found? No, it was not peace or safety. Those are overrated anyway. Diamond! But we did find diamonds. Or should I say diamond, because that's just one. Anyway, I'll take it just because there might be more out there. And not too far away, we found more, but my smooth brain almost missed it. Thank God I didn't. Did I say more? I just meant to say another one. Well, 2 diamonds is more than 1, so you always have to see the bright part in things. Or that's what they say. A very good way of not dying in hardcore Minecraft is just having enough protection, which at this point I don't. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Just get more iron and be able to build myself full iron armor before heading into more dark caves where I potentially get killed by some random skeleton or creeper. Regardless, as far as I know, even a netherite armor will not completely eliminate the possibility that a creeper explodes near me and I instantly die. But we don't worry about that for now. Look who's shiny right now. It was definitely not the armor, it's just a diamond in my inventory. But now that I'm fully equipped, I decided to head back into that cave that I seen earlier on and put myself to the test. I felt more confident, which can be seen as I'm fighting better right now, or at least that's how I feel like. I'm so confident to the point that I'm scared that the confidence might kill me. After I killed all the mobs in that cave, it was time to collect all the prizes, and I can finally say diamonds with an S. Because guess what? There are multiple ones. Get it? A smart man probably screams right now at their screen that I should have waited to get a fortune pickaxe. But again, I'm no better than a toddler learning how to walk right now. So imagine knowing anything about trading with villagers, enchanting, and all that. I don't know all that for now. I will learn it later. The diamonds were looking so good that I decided to cave in again like a rat and make sure I got everything before I move on. Because I got PTSD with this game. Creepers creeping up on me without any notice or sounds. I don't want any of that right now. This was going too well. And would you look at me, from nothing to something, I guess. I still wasn't fully protected based on my skill level. I probably need a double diamond armor over this one, but... Oh, and we also found this thing, which I'm definitely not scared about. All this little spider is also attacking me. Yeah, let me get rid of him. Yeah, that's good, and... yeah, we're gonna mine sideways. I'm not gonna risk it. After a lot of mining, I still ended up in a different cave, which had a lot of zombies and mobs, but we're gonna get back exploring that mineshaft at some point. Yeah, mineshafts. I don't know, this looks like total death, so everywhere I go there's something scarier than what I met before. Good thing is that I got an achievement for using my shield 40 minutes into game after I got it. That's great. Also found this mob spawner, which was good, but I don't need much more drama in my life, so I only took the golden apple. Really good Minecraft players do this trick to trap the Enderman, that way you don't die, which I don't want to die, so I did the trick. Was efficient, but the Enderman didn't drop anything. I kept hearing a lot of mobs, and the natural thing to do in Minecraft is obviously dig, because it's a digging game, you know? And yeah, I found something interesting. There was a much bigger cave than I'd seen before. As you can see, I'm not really excited to go in yet. I decided to fight the mobs my way, and my way is a very efficient way, but some may perceive it differently. I think it's very safe, and it's good, and I didn't die. It really felt like a zombie apocalypse, I'm not gonna lie, but if I were to go all in that cave, I would have died 100%. And you thought that's all. No, no, it wasn't. There were a lot more zombies coming in. A lot more. Yeah, it's still going. Yeah. Okay, that was all I think for now, but we're obviously gonna speed up the next part, cause guess what, there are more zombies and mobs, and it was boring. And I almost died, but I didn't. Yay, we found another mob spawner. Would say someone much better than me at Minecraft, but I didn't. I wasn't happy. The loot was trash, so I decided to go outside and explore a different cave. It was very close to the village, so it wasn't far off, and I decided to head in and just check it out. We still needed more diamonds to complete my armor. This cave was deep, like actual deep. Do you know Mount Everest? It was that, but in reverse, basically, down. That's how deep it was. It's quite deep. Anyway, we found diamonds pretty quick. It was just 2, but again, it's fine, because we got a 3rd and a 4th right next to each other, which made me happy, really happy. So happy that I had to kill all the zombies and the spider. Even though I like spiders, they are kind of cute. I think you can tell where this is going. I only cut at the important parts, so yeah, we got more diamonds. And then I built a bridge to get more diamonds, but yeah, this happened. I fell. It wasn't great. Thank God it wasn't a deeper cave, or like a deeper fall. Anyways, I got this diamond, which was only 1, and made me angry, because I almost died for that 1 diamond. But on the other side, there were more. There were actually a lot more, which kinda sucks, because I almost missed them. But looking back, if I wasn't going for that 1 diamond, I probably missed these 2. Oh, I really wish I had a full diamond armor. Boom, diamond armor. Great. Remember that bridge I fell off early? I fell again, and this time it was bad, really bad. And I panicked and I ran away. Running away led me to this other cave, which had more diamonds, surprisingly. It was amazing. I decided to spend it on a better axe, because, you know, you use axes as a weapon, they deal more damage. I also enjoyed this little fight between skeletons. I didn't pay anything for them, but I also killed them in the end. And I'm also gonna mention these 2 more diamonds, because that also helped me get a sword. Swords are faster. I love swords. As in life, if everything goes too well, you need to go to hell. So that's what we did here as well. The hell is the nether, if you didn't know already. And this is me trying to make a nether portal. I completely forgot how to do it. That's embarrassing, but I still left it in. I was missing a piece of flint, but luckily this block was very kind to me and gave it straight away. The spawn was the worst. Like, if you were to pick like a bad spawn, this was it. This was the champion of all spawns. Bad spawns. Also, I had to build a bridge, and yeah, you know, my friendship with bridge is not the best, as you can know by now. My goal in Nether is always to grab everything I need and move on, never come back here. So I decided to abuse the boat and Enderman technique. It was going so well, like really well. You can tell how well it went. There were a lot of Endermans, they were just jumping in by themselves in the boat. I didn't have to even tell them that I'm selling any sort of drugs. It was amazing, like everything went so smooth, nothing bad happened. I was getting a lot of ender pearls until I hit the boat. Then it was bad, really bad. So bad, almost died. Oh my god. Not that I was stressed or anything, but I decided to move on to my next objective for now, and that was finding a nether fortress to get blaze rods. We need them blaze rods. I fell in lava. The whole nether was such a bad spawn generation word type of deal. Everything was high up, there was a lot of lava below. Kinda made it impossible to travel, so I decided to dig. Yeah, it's Minecraft, you dig a lot. I caught up on fire again. This time was much closer. Finally, I saw my next objective, which was the Nether Fortress. It wasn't that far away, which was great. And I caught up on fire again. This time was even much closer. So I decided to dig again, once more. I was far and I decided to not build a bridge and risk falling off of it, because I totally built a bridge. And that's how I traveled. When I got there, this dude was waiting for me. He was already in flames. He was angry. There was another one, his friend. He was not as angry. He was not in flames. My inventory was definitely not full and I totally missed that blaze rod. The main thing I came all the way here. Soon I also found their spawner, which is good, but I caught up on fire again. There was a lot of fighting happening here. I was really patient. I didn't want to die. After a lot of fighting, I managed to get myself all the blaze rods I needed and wanted to head out. But God had other plans for me. I was lost. Can you imagine being lost in hell? Can you imagine how bad that is? Anyways, my goal was not completed yet. I still needed ender pearls, which just made my skin crawl. I had bad experience with endermen in general. Whatever that means. People have to do things they don't like, regardless, if they want to succeed at something. And I wanted to succeed at Minecraft. So I started fighting endermen in a boat. That's crazy, right? The enderman number was perfect. I just needed one more drop. And I finally got it. One bridge away, I was heading out of there. On my way back to the village, I decided to get these sugar canes. Because sugar canes are cool, but we don't need them for sugar, we need them for paper. I also found this pink little thing. Minecraft is weird nowadays, it wasn't that weird back then. Sugarcane farm completed. Remember how I said I don't really know how to trade? Yeah, that will change today. Apparently you trade by trapping people inside. Kinda weird if you ask me, but it works. I tested the waters in the beginning, it seemed to work, so I even gave him a cool little jail bar.
What?
Lovely. Then I traded with this guy who supposedly has great tools at some point after you give him enough money. And with any business adventure you go in, you first test the waters, you go into the next phase, you scale the business. And I'm good at scaling. I just cut down like 1 billion trees so I could trade. Yeah, the drug was already in my system by this time. I was so brainwashed that I actually built my own tree farm now, so I can cut even more trees. Trading between these two prisoners, it was what I did for the next couple days, because I became good at it. I became so good at it that my tree farm was not enough by that time. I decided to plant even more trees. And by more I mean triple up my production. Oh, and these guys showed up. Now, I'm not a party pooper, but I had no time for their business. Nothing could take me from trading. So what we do with every problem in Minecraft, you just dig a hole and cover it with dirt. And now back to trading. Trading with some background sounds, I guess. But yeah, my tree farm was doing great at this time. I could trade for days. My trades were pretty expensive, so I decided to build a better trading hall. Trading hall it's called, yeah. I sketched it out, but I needed a few more elements. So I decided to go for a quick cave run. What could go wrong, right? Right. Yeah, this is what I've been looking for. It was a very smooth ride. It all went according to the plan. I had a lot of resources. Up until this point, I was climbing up on this water and the skeleton hit me, but it's sure gonna miss me the second time, right? Right. I didn't panic and cave in like a rat. None of that. Anyways, back to the surface. I was able to finish up the trading hall and give all my people a new house where they stay 24/7 for the rest of their life. And my first victim was in. By the way, that device is supposed to make them get eaten by a zombie. So yeah, you can tell why they not consensually want to get in there. This guy almost escaped. It was for a brief 5 seconds. Thank God we got boats. Anyway, second victim up in there. Third victim on the way, and I only need one more. My tree farm became a proper jungle, so I had to trade for a better tool. Now I'm cutting around 10 trees per minute. It was worth it. Definitely worth it. I also traded in for a better shovel, so I can shovel faster. Yeah, finally got my last villager in. I realized you can trade him clay, which is found in the water, and there's plenty of it. Trading clay for emeralds makes sense in real life as well. Can't see why you would not do it in Minecraft. All these expensive shovels and tools leveled up my toolsmith real fast. But all that work for unbreaking one pickaxe, it was totally not worth it, if you ask me now. And that got me mad, real mad, so mad, that I collected all the paper I had, and I was ready to get a lectern so I can get a name tag. You know why we need a name tag? Make a zombie permanently eat our villagers. Yeah, that's why we need a name tag. But that's a long way ahead. I still needed leather for books, and I had no cows around, so I started exploring a bit. Found this really cool spot that we might build something at some point. Then I took the boat for a ride, and found this thing, which is not a cow, obviously, but had a treasure map in it, which made me interested. Stick around, we're gonna find that treasure at some point. There was an actual treasure, and that was my cow. Or cows, should I say. And I lured all the cows in there, so I can eventually kill them all. But you know, at least they feel safe at night. Got my leather, got my books, got my lectern. Now it's time to trade with this villager until he can give us the name tag. Also decided to finish up this trading hall, kinda make it look a bit more like a trading hall, less as a prison, I guess. I don't know if I succeeded, but yeah, I think that's better. After all this time, it was time to actually build a base. You can't play Minecraft without a base for a long time, right? So I began clearing up all the terrain, reorganizing my chests, and moving everything out of that old house, because that will be removed at some point. There was quite a bit to move out in the new chest, but that ended up being pretty quick. After that, I decided to go and grab some more clay. The trades were still in. I also got a bit of sand since I was already out. I might need some glass. I also fed the cows and returned back to trade some more clay. Yeah. For my new project that it's now still a secret, I needed a lot more materials, so I decided to take down a mountain pretty much. Back to the base, I began smelting some stone, because yeah, I need a lot of stone for my secret project. And then decided to cut down the whole tree farm, as it needed a rework. It was in a pretty bad state. With the remaining trees, I decided to burn them down, so why not? Seems fun, and also skips a lot of work. And after clearing it all up, I decided to build a brand new farm. This time it was more thoughtful. I placed a block 6 high above the tree so it doesn't grow as big as a jungle. It's supposed to keep them smaller and easier to cut and replant. So that's what I did for the next couple days. It took a while, but it turned out pretty well, and I think it was worth it. I still don't think it's the best farm I could have come up with, but at least it's an improvement. Decided to close it all down with a fence, just so I don't get mobs all over the place. And that was all for the tree farm, for now. Finally got some materials to build with, and started sketching out the project. I'm not sure if you can tell what it is, it's still super secret. It's a castle. Yeah, I always wanted to build a castle. The castle will have 2 big towers at the front entrance, and like a really big entrance, as you can tell. So yeah, sketching out the towers at the front was the first step into the process. The project might seem a bit ambitious, so I started mining again, and I mined a lot. I started filling out the outer walls. They started to look pretty cool. I also added a bunch of details, try to go into more details. Building process in Minecraft is with layers. Like onions, it got layers. I hope you know where that's from, otherwise that's awkward. Anyways, you keep adding stuff until it looks good. So I kept adding stuff, it kind of looked good at some point. I wasn't big on the door frame, it looked like an arrow, which it wasn't intentional. For now, let's just keep adding stuff until it looks better. I also added these side smaller doors. I've seen these being around castles a lot. And then I just kept filling the outer walls and adding bits of details here and there. It's pretty much a work in progress at all times for now. Testing materials and switching up, but it was looking good. It was on the path to be done at some point, although it really felt really ambitious for the amount of resources I had. You can also see this top view where I outlined the big shape of it, so it's gonna take me a bit to get all the resources needed for that. At the pace of mining cobblestone, coming back and smelting it, it will take me probably 5,000 years to complete this project. So I decided the better approach would be to just enchant the pickaxe with Silk Touch, and then we'll pretty much speed up my process by 10 times. For that, obviously I needed an enchanting table, so I went ahead and get a lot of obsidian. I also got more obsidian to build a portal near me, but finally got my enchanting table and decided to try my luck out. First try I actually got Silk Touch, and it was a really good pickaxe in my opinion. For the things I needed, Silk Touch, efficiency and unbreaking was kinda top notch, which made me really happy. So my project became much more approachable, from impossible to alright, kinda doable in the next week or so. So yeah, guess what happened? Yeah, we got back to mining a lot. Now that stone is easily acquired, it was time to kind of finish up my structure base, fill up most of the spaces that required a lot of stone. I started out with the outer walls, obviously. I just want to make sure it's all closed out as soon as possible. Don't look at the aesthetics too much right now. As I said, everything is in layers. We're gonna keep adding stuff until it looks really good. For now, it looks just decent. It looks like a sketch of a 2-year-old, but that doesn't really matter, because we're gonna make it better and cooler. And in this angle, you can see the shape of it. It's getting there, I promise. Silk Touch was great, but I really wanted Fortune, because, you know, Fortune will make me super rich in terms of resources. First I made another pickaxe, then I made an anvil. I thought an anvil will remove the enchantment, but it's actually the grindstone. You probably know this, so I'm gonna skip the awkward phase of explaining things. I tried it, but I didn't get a good enchantment and I lost my levels, so I had to go back to trading and get another 30 level experience. In the process, I also found these two structures underwater. There was not a lot underneath. It was just these fishing pole that it was fine. I grabbed a few fishes, nothing interesting honestly. It's a cool thing, but in this little exploration I also mined a few other resources and drove by the boat and found this village, which was great because I replenished all my food. I literally stole everything from that village, like everything, but I didn't find anything insane, so that was my trip to that village. It's nice to know that we have another village there in case we need more villagers. Got back to the enchantment table, failed again. A decent pickaxe, but not Fortune. I decided to also get these villagers in. I had a few more villagers in the town that are not into the trading hall, or whatever you want to call it. So I decided to bring this one back in, but it was the most frustrating thing I ever did. This guy, since I didn't have a piston yet there, it was just not wanting to cooperate at all. He escaped like 3 times and I rage quit for that night. I was done with Minecraft for a bit. On my castle project, obviously now that I have a Silk Touch pickaxe, it was much faster and it was really good. It was a big progress in terms of how to accomplish it, but it was not perfect enough. So I decided to build this thing. Probably gonna leave a link in the description. I stole it from somebody. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. It was cheap to make and pretty efficient. Yeah, if you didn't know, it's just a stone generator. So I can mine stone much faster and not always having to go all the way down to a mine. It works great and I got a lot of stone in a very short time. With the stone mining being out of the way as a problem, we get back into building. My castle walls were still not intact, we still needed to add a bunch more. But yeah, we're back to building it and continuing building what we want. Also at the front side of the castle I wanted 2 big towers at the top that will have a more cylindrical shaped rooftop. And then we just improved whatever we had so far, which was going pretty good. Stuff was really going great, but looking at the side wall, obviously we needed to add more depth. I started calculating some sort of pattern here, but we needed some wood. I just wanted to get some wood in there. Just stone would not look amazing, so let's get some wood first. Good thing I have a tree farm. So I was thinking adding some wood pillars like this, and then connecting them with some sort of link in between them. I also didn't want them to be like at the same level. I like this more of a organic look of it. But yeah, piece by piece, this was starting to look a lot better, a lot less as a sketch, more like a finished product. And with the wooden stairs being added, I consider it being final for now. And I think from far away, it's starting to look like a castle. There's still plenty to do, but we gotta start somewhere, right?